Hi, this is my second day with the artist way. I have tried to do this 2 times in the past, in like the last 2 years, and both of those times I failed miserably. This plant is kind of attacking me because I already kind of know what is expected from me. I just started doing the morning pages and I completely forgot to sign the contract. So in this book, it's also expected from you to sign a contract for the commitment that you are agreeing with. That's not the right sentence. Anyways, so I actually signed this in 2023. That is a while ago. The contract reads, I, Asha, understand that I am undertaking an intensive guided encounter with my own creativity. I commit myself to the 12-week duration of the course. I, Asha, commit to the weekly reading, daily morning pages, a weekly artist date, and the fulfillment of each week's task. I, Asha, further understand that this course will raise issues and emotions for me to deal with. I, Asha, commit myself to excellent self-care, adequate sleep, diet, exercise, and pampering for the duration of the course. And then it asks you to sign with the date. As I already signed it, I just rewrote it in my notebook so I can add the right date and kind of start fresh, because I feel like that me signing that on that date just wasn't relevant and it's not valid anymore. It expired. I'm gonna sign this one now. That date, 2025, is wild compared to 2023 and that. And my signature. I signed it. Okay, this morning I found out that I did not sign the contract. My friend asked me if I did, and my immediate thought was like, oh, I didn't do this right, so it's not perfect and I need to start over. My Monday did not count, and that's like a very me thing to think. So, and it's whatever, like, it's fine. I still do my morning pages. I feel like that's the most important thing, and now I signed my contract on the second day. It's okay. I really have to be more patient with myself and cut myself some slack here and there, because otherwise I'm just never going to finish anything. So I feel like that's also something I would like to learn throughout this course, to, yeah, definitely give my full effort, but also not beat myself up about it if I don't do everything perfectly. She also kind of speaks about that when describing the weekly tasks and the artist dates. For Julia, the most important rules is to do the morning pages. As long as you do that, that's good. I mean, she encourages you to do everything. There's a segment called How to Use This Book for Your Creative Recovery, and she basically talks about decide for yourself when your week starts. Try to read everything that you need to know for that week the night of the first day of your new week, or either the night before your new week starts. That's however you like to do it. There are quite a bit of assignments that you need to do throughout this week, or every week really, and if it's too much, pick those that appeal to you and those you strongly resist. Leave the more neutral ones for later. Just remember, in choosing, that we often resist what we most need. So I'll keep that in mind. Hopefully I can actually get through everything, but everyone has their highs and lows, and I'm sure there will be weeks where I absolutely hate this, which is also something that she speaks about at some point. There's a certain time, probably like halfway, where people feel like they should give up. Oh my god, my camera is going to die. That took forever for my camera to charge, but I don't have a lot to speak about anymore, to be honest. All I wanted to mention was about the morning pages. It mentions that you need to write first thing in the morning, just all your thoughts. It doesn't need to be like a continuous story. It could be all the words that pop into your mind and just you listing them. She describes it as brain drain, since that is one of their main functions. Also, you're not supposed to read them yourself for the first like 8 weeks. So either put them away in an envelope or just don't look at them. You also have the basic principles that you're supposed to read every day. And I think it's best to read them out loud, probably. I think I should probably print them out and put them next to my habit tracker, just so I don't have to open a book and then read them, but I can just see it on the wall next to where I get ready in the morning. The basic principles are: creativity is the natural order of life. Life is energy, pure creative energy. The second one, there is an underlying, indwelling creative force infusing all of life, including ourselves. 3, when we open ourselves to our creativity, we open ourselves to the Creator's creativity within us and our lives. 4, we are ourselves creation, and we, in turn, are meant to continue creativity by being creative ourselves. 5, creativity is God's gift to us. Using our creativity is our gift back to God. 6, the refusal to be creative is self-will and is counter to our true nature. 7, when we open ourselves to exploring our creativity, we open ourselves to God, good orderly direction. 8, as we open our creative channel to the Creator, many gentle but powerful changes are to be expected. 9, it is safe to open ourselves up to greater and greater creativity. 10, our creative dreams and yearnings come from a divine source. As we move towards our dreams, we move towards our divinity. Is that the right thing to say? Divinity? Repeat every day. And I wanted to go back to 7. She mentions God, good orderly direction. And she makes it very clear in the book that God doesn't need to be a religious thing. It doesn't need to be linked to any of that. You don't need to be religious to believe in God. It's just God is listed as the creator. You can see it in a spiritual way. You can, as she explained, good orderly direction, just see it as that, or the creator of. So that's something to keep in mind. I am not religious myself. I haven't fully committed to a religion yet. I'm definitely on a path to figure out what I believe in. I do believe in a higher power that I always refer to it as the universe. I don't know. I'm still on my journey to figure out what that means to me exactly. The morning pages I feel like are quite a big thing to get used to. 3 pages, it doesn't say how big that book has to be or whatever you're writing in. I have like a bigger notebook that I use, so then 3 pages is quite a bit to get through. For 2 days in a row I kind of got to a point at the end of the 2nd page thinking like, oh, I really don't have anything to say anymore, but I have this bigger book, so maybe that counts as 3. Trying to get take the easy way out, but I pushed through, and I do feel like she mentions that in the book as well. There are going to be points where you feel like you don't have anything to write about, or you don't have anything to say, you don't have any thoughts that are relevant, or just any thoughts that come up, because all thoughts are relevant. But then just write, I don't have anything to say, or I have no thoughts, I'm empty, and then after that it'll flow again. So I've had that twice now, where I thought that I had nothing left in me, and then all of a sudden the last page was all thoughts that I maybe didn't have as present in my mind, So yeah, so far so good, but it's definitely something to get used to. And I do also feel like my morning pages are kind of superficial right now. Maybe not superficial, but like surface leveled. And I hope that doing this daily, I can dig a little bit deeper into my thoughts. And yeah, it's all a process, but that's my struggle for the first 2 days. Diving deeper, making sure I can actually fill my 3 pages, even though I have been doing it so far. It's just a struggle, and it takes me about like 40 minutes. It's quite a while. I'm not sure if it's always going to take this long, or if it's like a process and you get faster along the way. I hope so. Did all my habits on my habit tracker, went to the gym, did a stretch, read my book, morning pages, all of that. It also mentions in the book that, or in the contract, that you need to exercise and eat well and just take care of yourself, which is something you should always be doing. Obviously, I struggle with certain things sometimes, like especially food-wise. I kind of have a weird relationship with food. Hopefully this also helps me really be on top of that and giving myself the nutrition that I need. Overall, good day. Signed my contract. Persevered even though I thought of giving up because I didn't sign my contract on time. So a little applause for myself. I'm excited for tomorrow, I guess. That was my second day. Overall, I would say so far so good, but the rest is yet to come. See you tomorrow.